Got something new to talk about. Some new gear.
Yeah.
Hitting market, hitting the web.
So we appreciate Under Armour out there. They sponsor about everything we do here, right, Chris? You're dealing with them all the time, different things, social media stuff. And, as one of our major sponsors, they came out with new products this year, trying to make things a little bit cooler, kind of. I guess I've been in there pretty heavy on, it's just hot. Some of this stuff.
You hunt
110-degree weather.
You hunt some shit.
And you would think
you hunt some places, man.
With a company that that makes products for everybody and everything and every sport, I'm thinking make some breathable, real breathable, and it's been awesome stuff. And now they've done it.
There we go.
So,
well, let's find out more about it, I guess.
So let's give Under Armour a call. We'll call Travis. He's been there for years, and he's right in the middle of all the research and design. Chris, I think you've dealt with him a bit too.
Yeah, Travis Gessley, and he knows his stuff. Part of the design process and creating these products. So we're going to call him, and we'll hear a little bit about maybe the backstory of some of this stuff, where it came from, and.
All right. Okay, let's get him on the line.
Hello?
Is it Travis?
Yes, Travis.
Hey, Jason Carter, Adam Bronson, Chris Peterson, Epic Outdoors Podcast. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
We're good.
We're good. We got a little more moisture, water here than we're used to. How about you guys? How's your weather?
It's nice today. It's about sunny and 80, so no complaints.
Wow. Well, you get a lot. You guys are used to probably a little more moisture. We're kind of an arid environment, and then we get hammered with a storm, and people die here.
Yeah. I guess it's just runoff on that water, huh? Just because it's normal.
Too much.
Yeah, we're just
3 inches in like an hour, about a half or something like that, with a lot of concrete and asphalt and canyons.
Yeah.
And it all funnels out right to people's houses, unfortunately, basements. And anyway.
But you guys probably used to some of that. And anyway, but no, not so much here. But, hey, let's talk about some of the new things you guys have got going on there at Under Armour. Maybe start off with your role there at Under Armour. I know you've been there for quite some time. We know you well. But just for the listeners, kind of, give us a little bit of background on your affiliation with Under Armour and your role there. And then we'll jump right into it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so Travis Gessley, category manager for hunt and fish and all outdoor products, apparel specific. Been here 10 years, so got to go through the great the growth that Under Armour's had, a lot of consistency, and love where we're going right now with the hunt fish categories.
Awesome. Wow. So you've seen it all. I mean, basically 10 years ago, if you roll back time, I mean, it was in its infancy, in the hunting category compared to today. So you've seen it. You've seen it all.
For sure. And you know what, especially like the Western hunting focus, with the brands jumping in and really paying attention to that, pinnacle athlete that's just out there, grinding out there in the mountains. So I think that's been the biggest change over the last 10 years. It's going from what was like still or stagnant hunting on the East Coast, and now just more brands focusing out West.
Well, it's awesome. And so, it's leaps and bounds. I remember, I want to say it was, I don't even have it in front of me, but like 3 or 4 years ago, let's say, when you guys made the huge change with all new product lines, the Alpine Ops and Pro Shell, Windstopper, all of these came out. It's just incredible gear, still is incredible. And then I think, it seemed like kind of the push for this year, and I'll let you expand upon it, just, dealing with maybe the warmer weather climates. So.
Yeah, and you know what? You nailed it. With the Gore Pro, the Alpine Ops, the Infill Windstopper, like those are like our our workhorses in the line, and the feedback's been phenomenal. We're just tweaking them just to make them even better. And I can get into that, but you're right. This year we really wanted to focus on the warmer weather climate. So specifically even for right now, it's August. Hunting season's right around the corner, but it's really hot out there. So we really wanted to focus on keeping you cool. So our new Raider Lite pant is made out of 100% air vent. So it almost it's 100% breathable, just for those high temperature, August heat days. And then we have our ISO chill technology for the top. And that just basically has body mapping, mesh material, 4-way stretch. It's got our ISO chill cooling technology in it, which is being used on the fish side for all of our offshore anglers who are out in the Gulf of Mexico right now, and even in the Caribbean when it's over, 100 degrees. So it keeps them dry and cool with a lot of breathability.
That's what I think's awesome about Under Armour is they've done so well in all the different categories that it's not like we have to invent the wheel here. This product probably has been used in other categories for multiple years, and we just got to paint it camo. You know what I mean? At times, I know it's not that easy. There's obviously some, the ribbed knees and different things like that are, maybe specifically designed for hunting. But there's so many different categories. I mean, some of the golfers, they have incredible, golfing attire that's breathable and whatnot, and just to kind of you can overlap categories at times. And I've said that, but I know it's not that easy. I'm way oversimplifying it, but it's not like you're new to this product line, so to speak, or technology.
Right. And you know what, you hit the nail on the head. It's basically leveraging. We're in so many different end uses, like you said, golfing and fishing and all those other sports where you need to stay cool and dry with a lot of breathability. So we just tailor it for, the pinnacle hunt athlete. Like you said, we bring in some more mobility, some stretch, some reinforced knees, and those type of things just to make it specific to hunt. And the obvious thing is we add camo to it. So
yeah. Carter doesn't have to spray paint his golf clothes anymore.
Hey,
right.
Hey, we've done a few things. Back when it was in its infancy, so Under Armour's had the products, and we're just like, hey, let's bring it to the hunt side. And the hunt side was evolving, and Under Armour's a big company, right, Travis? I mean, to get each category to talk to each other and to overlap a little bit, so a little bit challenging at times, but we got there, and it's awesome. The products are great.
Yeah, we love it. And, it's those heritage names too, like Raider. It's been in our Ridge Reaper line for several years. Same with Infill and same with Alpine Ops. So it's like we start tailoring and bringing these, tweak adjustments to it just to make these platforms even better each and every year.
Okay, so we've got this launch going on. Basically, it happens roughly this time each year. July-ish, August, first part of August, and that's kind of where it launches the new product. I've always kind of wanted them to do it earlier in the year because everybody's buying gear a little bit earlier, but that's just the way Under Armour rolls with all the different products throughout all the different categories, it feels like. So anyway, it's always been in July, and with this year, we've obviously been talking about the heat and kind of focused on that new lineup. With that, we've also got the heat zips and the heat dumps added to the Raider pants. So anyway, maybe jump into that a little bit.
Yeah, so exactly. The Raider material, it's got a ton of stretch, but it's kind of for that September, early October season where, it could be hot during the day, but a little chilly in the morning. So we built it to where, if you're climbing or it's starting to get warm, there's heat dump ventilation zips. And when you kind of unzip it, and it's on the leg, so it's on the thigh, and then there's the air vent material under your arms in the jacket. But when you unzip it, it actually unzips to a fully mesh breathable material, so that way your skin is not right there with it's got a little bit of still protection, so it's not bare skin facing the elements.
Not going to get a weird suntan, down your thigh.
No.
So you got to protect that. Well, yeah, and you, like I said, you did it in the jacket too, in the pits, area like that, just for increased breathability while you're moving. Basically, the Raider stuff is built to move in. I mean, that's what we've used it in heavily. It's stuff you wear and you work in. You're trekking. Usually earlier season we're hiking a glass of knobs before daylight and getting out. I mean, we don't sit a lot in it. You move a lot. It feels like
right.
That's right.
it's ventilation when you need it, and then you can close it off when you don't. So if you feel like, it is a little chilly and you want to trap some of that heat, guess what? You just don't use the ventilation. So it gives that ultimate versatility for that temperature change.
Okay, so with all this, with the new kind of emphasis on this particular product line, everything else is staying the same. So everybody, anybody that's hunting a little bit later season, anywhere from September on or October on, can still rely on the fact that the Alpine's not going away. Pro Shell, Info, Windstopper kit, all of those things are going to continue. With a valid SKU and products continuing to be shipped out, developed and shipped out.
Correct. Yeah. So our Gore Pro rain gear, it's staying just like as is. Like it's awesome for us. So we didn't see a need to update that. Same with the Alpine Ops. That's got the 800 fill goose down, and that's more of your glassing kit, or you can even sleep in it for extreme cold weather when you're up on the mountain. But we did supplement the line a little bit this year. So we came out with a Ridge Reaper down hoodie, and that's basically just it's got 700 fill goose down. But it's a layering piece to where, if you're wearing the infill windstopper system, it's going to protect you from the wind. But this down hoodie, which is ultimate packable, you can layer underneath it just to trap some more of that body heat, especially in the cool mornings or when it's, really getting kind of below freezing. But you still need to be moving and still need to be active. This just basically compresses underneath that infill system to keep your body and your core nice and warm. And when you don't need it, you just pack it up, and it just takes up, it's very packable and basically takes up no room in your pack, and it's extremely lightweight.
Yeah, so I let's just say, it's nice to have these packable, Bronson. We've used them, those down. You can pack them up, put them in the bottom of your pack. You don't know when you're going to need them, but you always got it in your pack. You don't even need to take it out because it's not an issue. It's not heavy.
So tiny, and it's nice too because some of the other ones are big and heavy and thick, and they are to be used as an outer shell when you're not really moving, just sitting there, bump on a hill, glass, and taking it on the chin. These are a lot slimmer, a little bit more form-fitting, you know what I mean? They fit your body better. Like you said, you put something over it to cut the wind. But they're not just – you're just not a marshmallow man up there. They're a little bit more to,
Well, and when he's talking to this down hoodie, it's – you get a hoodie in your mind.
Yeah.
But it's actually – I mean, I like it. It's just I call it a light jacket.
Yeah,
but I like it just for that.
Yeah, that's right.
So – anyway, well, that's awesome, Travis. Obviously, where do people go to, look at the different specifications and the different kits that are available and whatnot?
Really, the easiest thing is just to check out UA Hunt on Instagram. It goes through tech videos. It's got all the features. UA.com, Sportsman's Warehouse, Bass Pro. They all carry all of our full range of hunt gear. And one other thing I wanted to add on is working with you guys and working with our athletes. Epic Outdoors, Remy, Cam. Lee and Tiff, one thing, these products get better because we work with you all. And something else we did for the Ridge Reaper collection this year is we put a little bit more durability and comfort into the pants. So, the Moto knee, the function of it is to keep your pant in place and not so the bottom cuff doesn't come up over your boot. Okay. But what we did this year is we reinforced the knee and we actually elongated it. So that way, when you're on your knees and you're crawling, you're on the ground, whether it be thorns or rocks or whatever it may be, even brush, you get a little bit more comfort and actually a little bit more padding in the knee area. So you still get the full functionality of the Moto knee or the longevity of it, but you also get a little bit of padding for that extra durability and comfort.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. No, we've been we appreciate working with you guys as well. I know the heat thing was kind of near and dear to my heart and Bronson. I mean, and at times we've had some aggressive conversations that things need to be breathing a little bit better, and then later on, you guys nailed it in all the other aspects, product category, dealing with later season stuff. And so anyway, I think this is just such a great addition. Good to see it coming out, and we appreciate your work on it as well. You've done great work over the years, and anyway, it's just awesome to see the innovation.
Yeah, and you know what? When you guys are beating this new stuff up, there's always room for improvement. So we love it. We love where we're at. But you know what? You guys the more feedback you can give me. In fact, I would take the negative stuff over the positive stuff, because that's only going to make us better. So beat it up and let me know what else you guys need, especially for coming around in fall 22.
Okay, sounds good. And then as far as the general public, you guys, I think, are pushing comments and feedback, product feedback, to go to UA. Seems like UA.com on some of the different reviews and whatnot. And anybody out there that wants to be heard and maybe has a suggestion or just likes the product, we'd appreciate going on there and leaving a review.
Exactly. That's the perfect space. We look at those on a daily basis, and anything less than like a 4-star, we want to fix. So we're shooting for 5 stars on everything. So yeah, the more feedback, the better, whether it's on UA.com or even leaving messages or, comments on Instagram.
Okay. That sounds great. Chris, do you have anything else?
How is the best way for people to get their hands on the new product?
The way things are moving these days, everything's online. It's very simple. If you want to buy it, but if you just want to go check things out, Sportsman's Warehouse, out west is great. Even the Bass Pro Shops, I would say stop in there if you want to get your hands and try it on before you actually buy it.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. UA Hunt on Instagram, UA.com, and then as well as Sportsman's Warehouse, Cabela's, and other stores. I don't know all the outlets. I don't have a list right in front of me, but there's
out west. Those are the 2 main ones,
yeah.
right?
Bass Pro.
So, okay, sounds good. Anything else?
I think that's it. I can't thank you enough, and I'm so appreciative of what you guys do for us. So, I love working with you guys. So keep the feedback coming.
Okay,
we're about ready to start wearing it hard here. It's August, so yeah,
we're gonna get it bloody and let you know how it works.
Love it. Send me some pictures.
All right, Travis. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, you bet. Talk to you later. Bye. All right.
What are you going to get bloody with? That
I
just
don't
begs
know.
the next
I'm
question.
Not sure.
Carter.
I'm not sure. Hey, any more, Bronson? We've been talking about how picky you and I are. Dude, we've been around a long time. I don't want to say how long, but lots and lots of years. And it just takes a lot to get us amped up.
It's getting harder at times, I guess. I will agree with that. And not that we're...
I love the scouting.
I
love the challenge of finding something. I love it. Like, I don't want this scouting season to end. I pulled all my cameras out of Nevada. Things are coming down to the wire, and I'm thinking, I don't want the scouting to end. I like the challenge of that is as much or more to me than the kill.
It's the find. Yeah, well, and sometimes the kill, it's you and an animal and maybe not a lot of other people. Other times it's you and the whole world, and it's like, am I really got a chance to, because I found this animal, but it's right in the it's right on Main Street, out there in the middle of a unit. Like, it really, I wish I didn't even see that, because I got to try to hunt it. But yeah, you're right. It's about time, and it's I don't know. It's I guess the older we get, I guess what I will agree with you on is, we're getting more selective in certain cases about where we really spend a lot of our time. We've also got kids that are very involved in it too. So we got, it used to be us and our kids couldn't hunt, so everything was us. Now you got some kids hunt sprinkled in, and some of those are taxing and take a lot of time, and
what do you
they're
mean,
fun,
some of them?
and they're awesome.
All of them.
But
kid hunts are taxing.
They are. So you got those plus ours, and it makes young men old pretty fast.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, I don't know. It's good. I mean, we want the big stuff, and that's the drive for me personally. I know, and we like the different adventure and opportunity, and I like learning new units. So I'm a glutton for punishment. We're going to be you and I are scattered. We're learning
we got a
10
lot of
new places
stuff
between you and I.
We got a lot of new stuff we're trying to learn this year. Yeah,
and that's exciting.
And there's a big learning curve, and there's not it's not like going to the old stomping grounds. Boom! I went for a 3-day weekend. I got $3 to hunt because I hit all my honey holes that I've learned over 15, 20 years. It's not like that.
No, we should do more of that, but then it hurts the business. You need to be out and about doing
other stuff.
Yeah.
But it's also some of the old honey holes, as dry as Nevada, southern Utah's been. They're not honey holes right now.
No.
They're crusty.
They're crusty on the edge when you can't even open the top off of an old honey.
That's what they are.
Yeah. You're dealing with the crust.
And they're green
crumbles.
and pretty now, and they're going to be pretty looking rangeland. But as far as what they grew, it's not looking great. So yeah, we're forced to look other places, other states, things that we haven't done before, which is great. We're stretching, and when you stretch and you go somewhere new and different, the learning curve is very steep, and we're hitting that head on.
We're learning some stuff. So anyway, so is Wyatt and Devin. They went out scouting. I saw them in the hills for a brief second, and then they went out and found some good stuff for getting prepared for things they got going on. And Chris, you've been out and about, of course. Being a newlywed, I don't know. She let you out very often.
Oh, yeah. She drags me out.
Drags you out. Remember, she was the one that was. You said you guys would be fighting over the tags and guns and equipment.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.